I lied to my family about winning the lottery just to get the last laugh. I have a very complex relationship with my siblings and mother. My relationship with them was already weak, but I wrote them off after I found that my mother had been funneling money that I gave her to my siblings, and that my mother helped them with things that she wouldn't help me out. Buying house, college tuition, etc. I hadn't spoken to my mother in a year, and the last email that I sent to her was 6 months ago. She had no idea if I was dead or alive, and doesn't seem to care. So I emailed her to say I was going to move to Hawaii and fundamentally retire, because I had won the lottery. I wasn't gloating about winning the lottery. I was just telling her she wouldn't be hearing from me and not to worry. All of a sudden, she calls me and emails me. She says she loves me and wishes she had been a better mother, and my siblings are all assholes. Then my siblings tried reaching out to say that they miss me and would love a relationship and would love for me to meet all of my nephews. Can we get lunch? I blew them off by saying that I'm busy with real estate people, lawyers, accountants, and all these people that I need to manage my winnings. It's not like I won $20 from a scratch-off ticket. It's about $70 million. It's just fun to watch them kiss my ass. I'm planning on ghosting them and resuming our estrangement. I just want to even the score and get the last laugh. I won't even tell them the truth. Just let them think that they lost a chance to get a free ride on me.
I've manipulated my husband by strategically sleeping with him for more than 20 years. I've been married for going on 30 years. Many, many years ago, I realized that on the weekends, if I got up in the morning and did whatever I needed to do, made breakfast, took care of kids, cleaned, etc., my husband would just stay in bed all day and watch TV. If I wanted to take the kids somewhere, or suggested we go shopping or hiking, or hang out with friends, or literally anything, my husband would say he's worked hard all week and he wants to just relax, so we'd do nothing all weekend long. But if I started the morning by sleeping with him, shortly after we were done, he'd get up and take a shower and be ready to go conquer the world. So if I want to have a lazy day at home, I get up and do whatever I want. But if I want to go do something, I sleep with him first thing in the morning. I know I'm intentionally manipulating him, and I don't actually care because I feel like he's getting what he wants. And so am I.
I'm slowly dying and haven't told my family, friends, or kids. 10 years ago, my ex-wife and I split up because I caught her cheating with my best friend. While I was moving out, she became irate that I refused to stay. And while I was bent over, picking up my clothes, she struck me 3 times with a meat tenderizer over the head, almost ending my life. After surviving, I refused to press charges because I just wanted out. We went to court for the kids, and she was awarded primary physical custody due to the judge believing the tender years clause. And I was awarded equal legal and every weekend and summer. This, of course, meant that I was paying $1,200 a month support because after the divorce, she quit her job because, in her own words, "I'm gonna make you regret walking away." Because of this, I was required to work 2 full-time jobs in order to survive. Because of this, I was surviving off excessive caffeine use. In 2019, my kidneys failed, causing my body to fill with fluid, choking off my lungs and slowly killing me. I ended up in the hospital after collapsing in court during a custody modification hearing where she was asking to take every other weekend away because she wanted to have some weekends with the kids while they were out of school. Because of the damage I put my body through, I was in the hospital for 14 days. I was unable to work because I was on oxygen and had to do dialysis. I regained some kidney function, but due to the job I had and the fact that my lungs were literally being choked by fluid, I am supposed to be on oxygen permanently, since I cannot work and am on disability, thus making it impossible for her to get the amount of support she was accustomed to. My ex-wife has called me 3 times a week since my hospital stay. When I don't have the kids to tell me I should end my life, I've reported her to the police, but they haven't done anything. This may be because my ex-father-in-law works for the county government and is on friendly terms with the local police. Recently, it's been getting to me. I stopped using my oxygen regularly and only take half doses of my Lasix to help with my renal disease and kidney failure. I don't want to end my life and bring shame to my kids, so I figure eventually I'll collapse and not wake up, and she will get what she wants, and my kids won't remember me as someone who gave up. Update: after talking with some of you the past couple days and realizing what's truly important, I am going to take the advice that so many of you have given. I've restarted my meds and have contacted my doctor to get an appointment for a checkup and update on my condition. I sat down today and realized that if I give up, then what's to stop her from attacking my kids next? I have contacted a couple lawyers in both family law for my state, as well as civil lawyers about finding out if I have a case for a lawsuit against her for the initial attack, as well as the constant harassment. My first priority, though, is to get my children away and safe from their mother. Though she has never physically harmed them before, I am terrified that if I pass away, that she will make one of them her new target, so to speak. Thank you all for the kick in the ass that I needed to get out of this slump. I'm also considering seeking counseling so that I can get help with the mental health I feel I most definitely need.
Someone I liked got infected with a virus from eating my choco starfish I was seeing this guy. And for a while, we were really into each other. One night during fun time, he surprised me by going down there. It was the first time anything like that had happened between us. We'd never discussed anything about exploring that area beforehand, which caught me off guard. I mean, I don't assume that every meetup comes with unexpected starfish play, unless we've had a conversation about it, right? Anyway, the very next day, he left town and ended up sick for almost 2 weeks. He mentioned he thought it might be norovirus, but that he wasn't sure, and then, during the same conversation, told me he wasn't feeling the same way about us anymore. He never got a proper diagnosis, but honestly, if you're going to take that kind of plunge without any communication first, you've got to be ready for whatever comes your way.
I accidentally started a year-long prank war with a total stranger, and they have no idea it's me. It all started with a simple mistake. I was at a coffee shop, distracted, half awake, and when the barista called out, "Jake," I grabbed the drink without thinking. A few sips in, I realized my mistake, but it was too late. Some poor guy named Jake was probably inside, wondering why his caramel latte had vanished. The next day, I walked in and saw a sign near the register. "If your name is Jake, double-check your order." I should have let it go, but something about it made me laugh, so I decided to keep the joke going. I started leaving cryptic sticky notes around the shop that said things like, "Jake knows," asked the barista in a hushed tone if Jake had been in today, and once even wrote, "Thanks for everything, Jake," on the community chalkboard. Sometimes I'd order under his name and tip extra just to confuse him. Over time, the barista started talking about Jake like he was some kind of local legend, and I have no idea if the real Jake has any clue what's going on. I don't even know who he is, but at this point, I think I'm in too deep. Jake, if you're out there, I'm sorry. But also, are you okay? My girlfriend is one of those "I clean filthy houses for free" on YouTube and TikTok. I don't know how much longer I can take it. I love my girlfriend very dearly, and what she does for people is every heartwarming and overall incredible for having to do it for free for those with mobility issues, severe depression, and such. When she first brought it up over a year ago, I couldn't help but be skeptic because it costs money and time, but when we first did it for our late neighbor, who was a hoarder, I loved the feeling of how happy she was to finally see the floor and finally breathe in something fresh. So I stood by her side as we did our small little business, and then when I wasn't able to help her one time due to work and family issues, I was surprised to find out that she took videos of her cleaning and edited it, posting it on YT and TT. Of course, it was slow, but with more uploads and new customers needing help soon, her channel and accounts gained attention, and every day she got more than 1,000 followers and likes. It was an incredible feeling, especially seeing her so happy to see others wanting to help. So that's when our business grew and people donated and we traveled helping those in need. But it started becoming overwhelming when people started asking for help in other countries, and with my job I couldn't, but my girlfriend kept insisting, so she would sometimes go without me, which honestly concerns me. Though I noticed how much more little time we spent together, because whenever she came back home, she went straight to our computer and looked through her email and see who to help. She'll edit her videos and post them. I was supportive because this made her so happy, and I did not want to take the stars out of her eye, but she traveled so much and I miss her dearly, and soon she didn't want to cuddle or relax on the couch with me. She's in meetings with big companies over prices, with cleaning supplies, dump delivery, flights, food, furniture, and other things, and soon she stopped being herself. We ate separately and even slept separately, as she'll stay up late to edit her videos or going through applications. I tried talking to her about it, which started a big argument, and she accused me of being selfish, as I do not know what it's like to be depressed. I understand the struggles, but it wasn't fair on my part, so I apologized so she can be happy. She soon stopped talking to me much and would only kiss me and say goodbye while she traveled. Sometimes I'll come with her and help her clean, but apparently she did not like how I cleaned, so she stopped taking me with her. I tried so many times, and still she argues with me, and it hurts. I love her so very much, and she means the entire world to me, and I want a purpose to her someday, but she isn't being herself anymore. The only time I ever see my girlfriend is in her videos, seeing that gorgeous smile and that incredible laugh and how she talked to her viewers. I miss her. I miss her so much. She's traveling too much to help those that she didn't have enough room for me. I know it may be selfish, but she only spends time in our house if I'm lucky enough a week. She cancels our dinners because she needs to clean a house and traveling. She doesn't even tell me that she booked a flight until that day on our 5th anniversary. I booked a very expensive restaurant that I thought she'll love, and it took months for me to get a spot, and I was so excited because she promised me she was going to stay. But of course, when it was close to that day, she needed to help a customer and told me to cancel it. I tried telling her that I want to spend our anniversary together, and she snapped at me. It was as if spending time with me was a chore itself. She even stopped cleaning our house, which is fine as she always cleans for others. But she throws trash on the floor and leaves dirty dishes everywhere, and her clothes she stopped caring completely, as all she cared about was her channel and her online persona. I don't know how much longer I can take this. And it hurts so much because I feel selfish. And maybe I am, but I want to be loved again. I want my girlfriend back again, not this shell of a person I once knew. I want to try work things out if she'll listen, and I don't want to stop her from doing something incredible, but I just don't think I can take this much longer.